To start.
Well, Michael, the process is rather slow here at Kibra Primary School. We are at Old Kibra Primary School, where we are told that the incumbent, Honorable Ken Okoth, will be casting his vote this morning. He is facing a challenge from two other people, that is Martin Oduor as well as Eliud Okech Oalo, who are all gunning to get that ODM ticket for the Kibra constituency. So as is, the process is rather slow. The residents here tell us that the ballot materials have not yet reached, and even if you could see from where we are, people are just actually standing and waiting for the election officials to arrive here with the papers before they can begin the process of voting. We are told that the returning officer has not yet arrived, the ballot material has not yet arrived. Some of these individuals tell us that they've been here since 5 a.m. And they're patiently waiting for that time when they'll be able, of course, to cast their vote. We'll see if you can speak to a few of them just to tell us what's going on at the moment. Let's see if you can talk to this gentleman. Thank you so much for speaking to KTN News. Has the process of voting begun?
No, we have not started yet. They told us they are still shouting out the ballot boxes and papers at the DC ground. So we are still patiently waiting. Yeah.
What time were you here? What time did you arrive at this polling station?
We were here by 5.
By 5, and you've been. It's now 7. It's 2 hours later. All right. Have you spoken to any of the ODM party officials? Have they told you perhaps what time the process would begin and what is causing the delay?
No, there's nothing. They have not communicated.
To KTN News. Tunaona umekuwa hapa toka asubuhi. Kwa nini, labda umeelezwa kwa nini kura ijaanza?
Kulingana na mimi nimekuwa hapa mapema saa 11, lakini machabu ni kwamba nilifika hapa na hadi wa saa hii sijaona mtu yeyote mwenye anashughulikia sisi. So far hao wenye wanapanga hii maneno hawaja kuja. Kwa hivyo sasa bado tungali tunaongoja na tunashangaa kwa nini hawajafika. Na imagine sisi tumearauka mapema na tumefika hapa na sasa ndio tunashindwa. Sasa sisi tumetangulia kufika hapa na wao hawajafika. Mpaka saa hii ni saa 1 unaona, lakini hawajafika. Sasa hatujui sasa nini kitu gani inaendelea. Kwa hivyo sasa mpaka saa hii hatujajua ni nini maana. Sasa tunaona watu wako hapa wengi, lakini sasa hakuna mwenye wanasimamia hii uchaguzi. Hakuna mwenye amekuja. Sasa hakuna mwenye tunaweza uliza.
Hamjona hata mtu yeyote mmoja wa party official?
Bado kulingana na mimi hakuna mwenye nimeona hapa, sababu hata vile tangu nilipofika hapa mpaka saa hii sijaona mtu yeyote. Yeah.
Okay, asante sana. Labda tuone kama tunaweza zungumza na madam. Madam, habari ya asubuhi. Uko live kwenye KTN News. Asante sana kwa kuzungumza nasi. Labda tueleze maoni yako ni yapi? Umefika hapa saa ngapi? Umeweza kupiga kura?
Mimi nilifika hapa saa 11 kamili nikifikiria nitapata kama wameanza, lakini bado mpaka saa hii bado wachakuja. Tunashindwa tutafanya aje, na wengine tunataka kuenda kasini. Sasa tutangoja mpaka saa ngapi? Kama maaskari wa Kilimani waliingia hapa kama bado 15 minutes to saa 12. Hata wakatuuliza wako wapi, tukamwambia bado wachaingia. Tena wamerudi mara ya pili, saa hii bado. Sasa tutafanya aje? Tutakaa mpaka saa ngapi? Na sisi aje yetu tunataka tupike kura. Ndio tunataka. Hiyo ni haki yetu. Sasa tunataka mtu awapikie simu wakuja haraka, tunataka kupika simu. Ni hayo tu.
Asante sana kwa kuzungumza nasi. That's just a view of some of the people who have come to this particular polling station to cast their votes. I don't know whether my colleague David can show you this, but as you can see, some are actually waiting at the gate, patiently waiting. As you have heard, no party official has arrived at this particular polling station. No word from the party within itself in regards to why there have been delays. Once again, this is the polling station where the incumbent, Kenneth Okoth is supposed to cast his vote. He's expected to do that later on this morning. The turnout is not so high. If we could just maybe go around and see, not so many people have arrived here to cast their votes. Really low numbers at the moment. But of course, the people who we are speaking to are telling us that they've been here since 5 a.m. and they're patiently waiting to see whether they can find any sort of explanation as to what is causing the delay for the process. 3 people are gunning for the ODM ticket for this particular constituency. Martin Oduor, the incumbent, Honorable Ken Okoth, as well as Eliud Owalo, who was a former aide to the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. As you may be aware of, this is an area, a region, Kibra constituency within itself had been represented by the ODM party leader for well over 17 years. And of course, it is highly likely that whoever will get that ODM ticket may be one step closer to getting into parliament. So it's a hotly contested nomination in this area. But of course, we are also going to be extending our coverage to Langata constituency. This used to be part of Langata, but it has since separated. Langata constituency, where there are also 10 other aspirants gunning for the ODM ticket. But as is, the election has not yet started here. No official communication from either the party or the party officials in regards to what is causing the delay, but as is, the people are patiently waiting. Michael.
Thank you very much, Timothy Otieno, and we'll be coming back to you to just find out what the dynamics may be now that we have Rosemary Odinga also announcing that she is pulling off the race, and whether that changes the terrain and the dynamics. But we'll come back to you a little bit later on to discuss